What's up everyone, I'm Alicia Malone, this is Fandango Indie Movie Guide, and let's kick things off with a worthy farewell to a great actor who has recently passed away, Harry Dean Stanton in Lucky.
Realism is the practice of accepting a situation as it is.
What you're saying is what you see is what you get.
But what you see is not what I get.
Lucky is directed by John Carroll Lynch, who is not the Zodiac Killer. He is an actor turned director, and this is a beautiful love letter to the career and life of Harry Dean Stanton. It serves as the perfect way to wrap up such a brilliant, heartfelt career filled with amazing performances. Here he plays an aging atheist who is searching for his own spiritual journey, his own meaning of life, wandering through the desert. Yes, it's quite reminiscent of Paris, Texas. It's got a great little co-starring performance by director David Lynch, who was a really close friend of Harry Dean Stanton. The two have a wonderful conversation about turtles.
I know the truth, and the truth matters. And you have to face that and accept it.
There are some things in this universe, ladies and gentlemen, that are bigger than all of us. And a tortoise is one of them.
Harry Dean once again puts in a beautiful performance. This was one of my favorite films at the South by Southwest Film Festival earlier this year, and though it is very, very sad timing that Harry Dean didn't live to see the release of this film out to theaters, it really is a nice way to pay your respects. So this weekend, say farewell to Harry Dean Stanton by going and watching Lucky. It's beautiful.
What do I do with this ticket up my ass?
How about you just suck it?
Something completely different, also out in limited theaters and on video on demand, is Literally Right Before Aaron. This is a romantic comedy starring Cobie Smulders and Justin Long. It's directed by Ryan Eggold, who is himself an actor turned director. It's got a fairly familiar premise. There's a guy played by Justin Long who used to date a girl played by Cobie Smulders just before she started to date this guy Aaron, who she's getting married to.
I'm getting married. I don't want you to hate me.
I don't hate you.
Well, then come to my wedding.
Yeah, I'd like to be there.
Really?
It's reminiscent of something like The Graduate, and it does fall into the very familiar beats of a romantic comedy, but I really like all the cast involved, and you know, there's quite a big part of me that just enjoys an escapist romantic comedy where you can switch off your brain and just go along for the ride.
I thought you said you played.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Wait, what are you doing?
He's actually a really cool guy.
Sorry.
If that sounds like your jam, you can see Literally Right Before Aaron in select theaters or in the comfort of your own home from this weekend.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Speaking of watching things at home, on Fandango now you can see The Beguiled, which is still one of my favorite films of this year, directed by Sofia Coppola. It's a remake of a 1970s film and also based on a book.
Miss Martha! Miss Martha!
Is he dead? No. Get him inside.
This is a sexy, dark, gothic thriller set during the Civil War in the South, where a soldier from the North, played by Colin Farrell, stumbles into an all-girls boarding school. He is hurt, they look after him, and then things start to get a little bit twisted. It's got a great performance by head of the household Nicole Kidman, who is killing it this year, both in the theaters and on television, as well as Kirsten Dunst and Elle Fanning.
It seems the enemy is not what we believe.
I hope you like apple pie.
Is that my recipe?
It is.
I love the mood of the piece. It kind of feels like virgin suicides. You can see The Beguiled on Fandango now, right now.
Oh, what have you done to me? You vengeful bitches!
So let's go through my recommendations for this week. In theatres, say goodbye to the wonderful Harry Dean Stanton in Lucky, or just have a romantic good time with Literally Right Before Aaron. At home, you can stay in and watch Sofia Coppola's gothic thriller The Beguiled. But what say you? Do any of those take your fancy? What has been one of your favourite films of this year, indie-wise, I mean? I'm Alicia Malone. You can also keep in contact with me on Twitter at Alicia Malone, and I'll see you soon. Bye!